Have you been debating on whether or not to get a grappling dummy? I mean, are they really worth the time and money? Do they actually make your grappling better? Well, in today's video, I'm gonna be telling you guys 5 reasons why I think you should buy a grappling dummy. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So in the past year and a half, the whole world has been affected by a global pandemic, which means a lot of businesses, gyms have been forced to close, leaving many martial artists, fighters, combat athletes unable to train, at their home, at their dojo, at their gym. This is precisely around the time when I decided to invest in a grappling dummy because I was currently training in BJJ. I was going at it almost every day. I was going hard, making improvements. I was also doing JUDO at the time as well. And then the pandemic hit, which, forced everyone to take a pause, everyone to take a step back, everyone to delay all their plans, including me. So like many people out there, I was itching to train. I needed to find a way to, get my repetitions in. I just needed to find a way to keep on improving and keep moving forward in my martial arts journey. So I started doing my research and I came across Century Martial Arts, which is where I got my grappling dummy. So their grappling dummies come in, I think 70 pounds, 90 pounds, 120, and then 190. So the grappling dummy I settled with was the 90 pound. And for me, I think that is the perfect size and weight. I am personally 5'7". I weigh around 140, 145 pounds. And I didn't want anything too heavy because again, I'm gonna be storing this in my house. I didn't want it to take up a huge amount of space and just wanted it to be convenient for my training. So yeah, I got the 90-pound dummy. It's great to work with, not too heavy, not too light, just the perfect amount to get my repetitions in and work on my skills. So getting that background out of the way, let's talk about the 5 reasons why I think you should buy a grappling dummy. The first reason why I think you should buy a grappling dummy is because they are just a great workout. Every time I use the dummy, I'm always finished drenched in sweat, muscles feeling swole and vascular, and my cardio is pumping. I feel my heart just beating like a drum whenever I'm finished working out. And speaking of working out, you can do a wide variety of exercises, drills, and martial arts on the grappling dummy. If you want to work judo, you can obviously work your throws. Ogoshi, ippon seonage, uchimata, all the great throws, all the basic throws you need to work on, you can do on the grappling dummy. You can also use the grappling dummy for ground and pound, any type of striking on the floor. Just lay it flat and, pound away. Probably the most famous person who does this is Khabib. This is where he, AKA smash the grappling dummy. It's proven to be effective for him, and he's probably pound for pound one of the greatest of all time. So with the grappling dummy, you can do judo on it, you can do striking, you can even prop it up against a wall or, in my case, a freestanding heavy bag, such as the Century Wave Master, and then you can strike on it. You can use the grappling dummy as an actual heavy bag, and it might be even more realistic because it has the arms out and you can have target areas and work your angles. Also, you can lay the dummy flat to work on your BJJ. This dummy is great for working arm bars. This dummy is great for knee on belly and kind of just like the standard Toriando type passes. But I'd say for BJJ, you can't really work a lot of guard. I mean, you can, but it's just not as convenient as one of those slinky sandy dummies that are more foldable. The Century grappling dummy is built to last. It's very durable, very sturdy, and yeah, by no means does it fold easily. All right, so moving on to the second reason why I think you should buy a grappling dummy is because you can train whenever you want. How convenient is that? You don't have to rely on a training partner or dude or girl because not everyone's available these days, especially during these days. You can't really train with just anyone, anywhere, anytime. I mean, you could, but again, there's risk in doing that. But with the grappling dummy, you can just wake up, pull them out, and then, start training. You can train anytime, any place, anywhere, given that you have the proper amount of space. So training whenever you want, that is a huge convenience. It's most likely gonna up your skill fast and keep it steady because again, you can train whenever you want. All right guys, so the third reason why I think you should buy a grappling dummy is because the dummy, it can take punishment. What does that mean? Just like I was mentioning earlier about the ground and pound, what Khabib was doing, mauling the bag, can you do that to an actual training partner? Can you just mount them and then you know, smash them. No holds bar, full power. Can you do that on a training partner? I mean, I'm sure you could, but you'd probably be kicked out of your gym, or, you know, that person will never train again after an experience like that. But fortunately with the grappling dummy, you guys can, you know, rain on it, rain down punches, ground and pound, knee on the head as much as you want. So if you've never punched full power on somebody, or you don't have the opportunity to, the grappling dummy is a great way to solve that, because again, you can go as hard or as soft or as gentle, you know, or as brutal as you want. So again, it can take a lot of punishment, one of the many advantages of getting a grappling dummy. All right guys, moving on to reason number 4, kind of mentioned this earlier, but yes, you can use the grappling dummy as a heavy bag. So it's like multi-purposed. You don't have to buy a separate heavy bag and a grappling dummy. You can just buy a grappling dummy. As long as you have something sturdy to support it on, just prop it up. And again, you can box on it, you can do Muay Thai on it, knees, elbows, you know, hooks, uppercuts, push kicks, roundhouse, anything you want. Any type of striking you can do on a grappling dummy. I think there was a clip circulating around the internet. Luke Rockhold, he was doing his question mark kick on the grappling dummy. He had it propped up and then he went low, boom, then he went high. So it gives you like real life target areas too, more realistic than just a straight heavy bag with no focus areas. So again guys, yeah, super cool. You can use it as a, you know, grappling device, and you can use it as a striking heavy bag. All right guys, moving on to the 5th and last reason why I think you should buy a grappling dummy, and probably most important since it is a grappling dummy, is because it's gonna help your throws and takedowns. I don't know any tool or training equipment that does this better than a grappling dummy. You can't just, you know, go up to your little brother and toss him around full power and, you know, land on him, crush him. You can't do that to your little sister. You can't take your mom and do that, or, you know, like your bro who doesn't even know karate or judo. I mean, you could, but then you would probably seriously injure that person, because like there's a certain way you need to fall and position your head, so yeah. Guys, you can do a wide variety of throws and takedowns on it. Double leg, single leg, uchimata, ogoshi, ippon seonage, tayatoshi. So many things you can do with the grappling dummy when it comes to throwing and takedowns. You know, I've had it for a period of time, and when I was able to train with a, you know, real-time partner, I felt like my skills on the grappling dummy did translate to actual grappling with a real opponent. Now, is it exactly the same? No, it's never gonna be the same, because the dummy is just dead weight. It's gonna fall on you or fall back if you don't support it or position it properly. So where the dummy excels is kind of in the clinch. You can't really do the kazushi feeling and repping it out with uchikomi. You could, especially if you put a gi over it, but you know, again, it's kind of limited, and it is a little different from training with an actual partner. Will it make your grappling, you know, irrelevant when it comes to training with an actual partner? No. So I've done a bunch of grappling, you know, post grappling dummy, and I felt the skills were able to transfer. Is it exactly the same? No. So all you have to do, you know, you have to be a smart fighter. You have to be a smart athlete. You got to make adjustments, and you know, you'll be just fine. The grappling dummy, guys, is a great investment if you're a serious combat athlete, if you're a serious grappler, judoka, BJJ practitioner, even just like if you're a karate dude or a striker. You can use the dummy as a heavy bag. It's multi-faceted, wide variety of uses, and you know, it will make your skill improve and make you a better combat athlete. All right guys, so with that being said, I hope you liked the video. I hope you guys, you know, found some information useful. If you guys have any questions about my grappling dummy, please feel free to leave a comment down below and I will answer you. All right, so this is your boy Jason signing in, signing out. Os.